Well, that certainly sounds bigger than we're a software company and a marketing company. And one thing you said a moment ago, which I want to get into, you mentioned that we're a very flat organization. And I love how these ideas are not just ideas, these are principles by which you run the business. You're working less and you're getting increased productivity because of that engagement. And one of the things I thought was really fun is on your website, um, on the about page where you have the team listed there. First thing I noticed was that your picture is not at the top. A lot of time it's like, here's the CEO, the founder, and then here's everyone else. And you guys are living that. But not only that, when I went back to check it out later on to read more about Kuvio, your picture was, moved, but someone else's was at the top. And then I refreshed the page at least maybe 10, 12 times,
Yeah.
and your picture never came to the top. And is that sounds like that must have been intentional by design.
Yes, it was intentional. And the funny thing is, you were the first person to notice it. It was basically like an Easter egg that I put in that defined something for me. And the story is like every company that I've ever worked for, you go to their website, and the only pictures of people that you see are the CEO, the CTO, and the CMO, and some board members, right?
Hmm.
All white guys, of course. And where's the actual company, right? Like, where are like the company is not those three people. The company is the other 5,000, right? Like, you are three and they are 5,000. And people have, like, most corporations have gone so far now as to hard code that power structure into we are the company, right? We are the public face of the company, and pretend that they're three or five or 10 people outweighs the other 5,000. And that's what that was in response to, because I wanted to make clear that I am not at the top. Like, I just have a different role to play. The role that sort of ignites my passions is to keep the 100,000 foot view, so that everybody else doesn't have to keep that view, right? And to inject, like, okay, here's a pattern that I see because here's all the ingredients of things that are going on. And, like, maybe if I can inject some things, some ingredients that other people didn't recognize, that might that might contribute to a conversation. But I never dictate, and I never say, no, this is the way that we need to go, because that's just what my talent is. And then on the software side, I'm an architect by nature, which is the same thing, 100,000 foot view. But it's no better or worse or different or higher or lower than anybody else on the team. It's just a different job. And most people get that wrong. Like, they put an organizational chart that represents a hierarchy of communication, but they conflate that with a hierarchy of control. And they say, like, if all of the vision comes from the founder or the CEO, then he must also have the power to dictate where the company goes in response to that vision. And that's where people get it wrong. No, all I can do is preach the vision and hope that people latch onto it. And if they latch onto it, hope that they do something interesting with it. That's it. That's my entire job, you know. And it's a lot easier than the jobs that I feel like others are playing, in similar roles, where they are, both trying to communicate and to dictate when the communication falls flat.